Yes, I drove in from LA. I'm from LA. I live in LA, and it's the recessive gene of Los Angeles, really. So I fit right in here. I live near Raging Waters, where the 210 meets the 10 near a meth lab in San Dimas. Raging Waters, so that's where I went growing up when I was younger, and we just walking bare feet across the surface of hell, basically. And the dropout, we just get this violent colonic every time. Just so much water up your butt. And Raging Waters, home of the Raging Wedgie. Got it? All right, whatever. I've got 4 kids. So my uterus was just a regular Airbnb, I guess. But I don't understand it because kids are indoors nowadays, which is just gross. I grew up in the 80s, we were always outside, and my daughter had her friends over, and they were just sitting next to each other on their phones, not talking the whole time. I'm like, are we at the airport? Are we about to board a plane? I want to call that abnormal, but like I said, I grew up in the 80s. So every sleepover slumber party I ever went to, we tried to levitate. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Yes, we all played it, okay? You had 2 fingers, we took turns. The one person who was going to levitate had to lay down and close her eyes and just coffin ready. And the rest of us would do 2-finger chant, light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board. And it was all about the levitation. Otherwise, we're like, hey, you want to go in the room and lift each other up? No, all right. Let's go in the bathroom and mess with some bitch named Bloody Mary. I don't know. We also did the fainting game. That was very common, where we would, hyperventilate and then press on each other's neck until we collapse. The fainting games. I don't know what it is with us girls, okay? It went from like the hand clapping games to the hopscotch, just choking each other out. I don't know what's wrong with us. It was a very insensitive era too, the 80s. There was like no PC. You cancel everybody. Everyone was rude. I have a son, my youngest son is dyslexic, and so I have to homeschool him. I knew nobody dyslexic in the 80s, okay? Nobody. Because if you couldn't read and you couldn't keep up, you were just retarded. And that was considered the appropriate word. Like, no, I have a problem, I can't read. Okay, then go to retarded school. Join the other retards. I had a preemie Cabbage Patch doll. That's right, preemie. That stands for premature. So you can get the regular Cabbage Patch doll with the hairstyle and the outfit, or you can get the underdeveloped premature Cabbage Patch doll that was bald in a hospital gown. Okay, a little crack baby for you. It was an insensitive time for sure, and teachers could get away with doing whatever they felt like doing, whenever. One of our teachers had a dog that she brought with her to school, and if we tried to pet it, it would try to bite us, and that was just all right, just like, nobody. And then the greatest teacher ever, a little weird, we would eat toast. We would like hang out in her class after school, and she would make us toast. And then she'd point to her cupboard, and she'd be like, I give toast to the kids that I like, but the ones who misbehave, I have a collection of wigs in my cabinet that I pulled from their scalp. Toast is going down a little dry. I hope your collection is very full, because I'm not wanting to add to that. But no, none of that would have made the news. Our elementary school, my past elementary school, did make the news because the mascot was the Native American symbol, and they were painting over it because that was culturally, inappropriate. And that's good. You shouldn't be a dick about people's culture. But I was just like, oh, did you guys find the body parts in the cabinet too? You're gonna look for that? They're like, no, hurt feelings only. That's what we're here for. Got it? It's fine. It's fine. What should I talk about now? You guys don't like your stress. You don't like the stress. You don't like to feel the stress. And I guess it's just the 80s kid in me. Stress is a part of life. And kind of dealing with that shit is how you kind of, get those muscles exercised, I guess. I just think people are falling for bullshit. Because the EMDR, have you heard of that? There was like a TED Talk on it. It's like rapid eye movement, like you sit in a therapy office and you tell them your most traumatic event and they go like this and you follow their eyes and it's supposed to take all the trauma out of you. Okay, if I can take all the trauma out of you with my fingers, I am not sitting next to a fake plant in an office. Okay, I am in a velvet chase in the wilderness, and bitch, you gotta go find me, okay? Shave your head before you come, because that's how cults are started. All right. I got the light 1 minute, I think?
Yep.
Okay. I got drunk at the country club. I do not belong to a country club, trust me on that one. My sugar daddy, like, snuck me in. He happens to be my actual dad. I'm too old for that shit. He snuck me in, and I got super drunk. And I started off all prim and proper. I was wearing a mom tankini, and I was making sure, like, my tramp stamp from 1994 was hidden. And by the end of the day, I was shoving a maraschino cherry in my navel. I did. I was like, check out the cherry on the muffin top. Woo! Yeah, I'm never going back there. Anyway, you guys have been fun. I'm Colleen Johnston.